Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today we're checking out 64. 64 is a pretty interesting concept for a game. I think the best way of describing it is sort of a incremental upgrade style game. But it's also kind of a factory builder. Let me show you what's going on. Also, this is in dark mode. The game is in light mode. It is going to look like this. I'm very, very sorry to do that. But it's just to warn you that as we jump into the game, then we will see what is happening. Anyway, there is a little bit of sort of like story going on down in the bottom left-hand corner. I'm going to let you read that if indeed you are interested, whilst I get on with explaining the game. I should also point out that there is no music in this game as far as I'm aware, so I've got the FTL soundtrack on in the background. Right, let's get to it, shall we? Okay, we start with nothing but this. We have one single instruction: press and hold, and indeed we will do that. So what we are doing, apparently, is building, or should I say is mining down. This is some sort of mining equipment, I think here, and there is a little depth counter whenever I hold down the button, and you can see that there's this sort of thing that gets sort of depressed into the ground. Now, as we mine down, these big old black cubes come out of the ground, and what we can do is very, very simply, we can click on them and we can get some resources. Up in the top left-hand corner is where they all go. Charonite is apparently what it's called. Which is pretty excellent. And also, as we go, we will get some buildings that we are going to be able to build, and that is up in the top left-hand corner. Excellent. Oh, looks like we picked up another resource as well. What is that? Elmarine. Okay, very, very nice. It's called Fool's Gold. So, a couple of different buildings. We can't really get them right now. We can do nothing with the buildings because we don't have enough stones. That is not necessarily the end of the world. We will let this all sort of happen. Creaking and groaning, we're dragging all of the resources from the earth, and we are digging deeper. Cool, okay. We have unlocked our first building. All good and well. So, we've got a destabilizer. Place this next to a cube to break it twice as fast. Requires an Elmarine to operate. Additional destabilizers increase the effect. Very, very cool indeed. So, let's see if we can try and immediately get down one of these. Now, bear in mind where our stones are going to be sort of establishing themselves. We can only extract in the immediate vicinity of this, whatever this thing is, this borehole drilling equipment. Oh, look, we've got some yellow stones that we're drawing forth from the ground. So we can only, at a max, get, you know, what is that? It's not even 9. It's 8 cubes. 8 cubes of cubes around the main sort of central borehole, which is pretty darn good, but it's, you know, something that we just need to bear in mind. Anyway, we've got our destabilizer. That's great. We're going to have to spend one of our precious yellow cubes in order to get that. However, it is basically going to accelerate pretty rapidly the ability to do extractions. Now, is it quicker to do sort of just mine just these 3 rather than mine the other ones? I mean, probably not, because there is one major problem with the existing mining setup that we've got that we're going to be able to amend with one of our buildings here, is that every time I stop holding down, this big old sort of, I don't know, drill bit rises to the top. So, if we are able to get this reverse valve, prevents the cube extracting machine from resetting to the original position if placed next to it. Requires a charonite, which is this black stuff, to function. I am procrastinating a little bit. Let me get a destabilizer right in there first, because I think that's maybe the best way that we go about doing this. There we go. We can get another destabilizer. Do I want to just immediately get another destabilizer here? I kind of do. There we go. Okay, so if we get one more destabilizer around the sort of central areas, that would be fantastic. What else can we get? Oh, scratch the surface, dig down 64 meters deep. Well, very, very happy to have done that. I don't think it really means anything for us, but it might mean something in the future, which is quite exciting. There we go. Make sure that that's all replenished. Excellent. I tell you what, it is very, very, very easy to mine all of these cubes now, with the exception of that one, of course. But that's not necessarily too bad. Now, what do I want to prioritize next? We've got an industrial destabilizer, a destabilizer upgrade, quadruples the power of resource crushing. That's quite interesting, but it's going to cost me 128 yellow cubes. We can also get a channel cooler. Place this next to the cube extracting machine to extract cubes twice as fast. Additional coolers increase the effect. So yeah, that is basically how quickly the cubes are going to be drawn forth from the earth. And I think we'll get that. I think we'll get that over here, because this is the only sort of slot that isn't actually boosted by the destabilizers. That feels like it makes an absolutely huge difference. Yeah, that's really, really good, in fact. Okay, so maybe let's see if we can try and roll with this existing build right now. There we go. Let's replace you. Let's roll with this existing build right now. We're able to get some cubes pretty darn fast. We're about to hit 100 meters deep, by the way. Very, very nice. Decent amount of cubes. There we go. Get that replaced. Don't feel like we need any additional destabilizers, although I could very well do with a few more. What I would really like to get is this reverse valve thing, which is going to prevent the cube machine from resetting to its pre-existing position. We've also just hit whatever it is, 100 meters deep, which is very, very nice. Okay, so let's get the reverse valve in here. Excellent. What did we get? We got a new thing, an auxiliary pump. We're not actually a million miles away from being able to do that. I think this is a really, really good setup. I don't know if it's necessarily 100% optimal, but it feels pretty good. I mean, we're absolutely blowing through this rock here. Wait, hold on. This should be... Oh, it needs to have the charonite stuff in it. Of course. I was wondering why on earth the drill had reset. I guess I found out. Okay, we have loads and loads. Loads and loads of resources here. You know what? Maybe another channel cooler would be a prudent idea. There we go. That over there. Excellent. We, of course, can still get additional destabilizers around the edge. That might be something that I want to do. But for now, I think we're quite happy just with this. Our factory's looking pretty darn nice. It's looking pretty decent. We got a really, really good income of yellow cubes. I don't know what determines the yellow cube extraction rate, but I'm just going to keep going until we have, I don't know, 3,000 cubes maybe. I think this industrial destabilizer seems pretty good. What does the auxiliary pump do? A reverse valve upgrade provides pressure to a source channel if placed next to it. Requires 8 Elmarin to operate. Additional pumps do not increase the pressure in the source channel. That's this thing. That's this reverse valve upgrade. So it needs to be... Oh, it needs to be next to the... It needs to be next to the thingy. Okay. Provides pressure to a source channel. What the heck does that mean? It doesn't link to that thing. We do have the resources to make it happen, though. Oh, I see. It gets built on top. Okay. Okay. Fine. Definitely noteworthy. An industrial destabilizer, that's an upgrade as well. Okay, I see now that we've got the upgrade here. Okay, I think there's 2 upgrades that I'd love to get. One, I would really, really, really like to get an industrial stabilizer. I'd really like to get an industrial destabilizer built on this footprint here. It just seems sensible. Let's get that over there so that we can always keep that engaged. I'd also love to get an additional channel cooler in this corner location, because that corner location is a little bit... looks a little bit uneven at the moment. So let's get that over there. Excellent. So that means that we should now be able to draw the cubes from the ground at a very, very, very advanced rate, which makes me very, very happy indeed. We're going to get an industrial destabilizer here. Excellent. That may have unlocked something additional, but it doesn't. That's fine. We need 64. Wow, we need 64 cubes in order to make that work. That's quite the number of cubes. That being said, I mean, that's pretty amazing. Okay. It's like three clicks. Although it is quite expensive for us to maintain. Either way, we're going to get an auxiliary pump. We basically have the resources to do it. We're going to get it. Okay, requires 8 Elmerite to work. Let's do it. And there we go. Oh, look at that. I see. It's automated now. Very, very nice. Or at least it's partially automated to the point where I can maybe focus my attention on the clicky clicks rather than anything else. Okay, the industrial style, this thingy, whatever this thing is good. It's really, really good. I like that a lot. We're making some really, really, really decent progress now. I've got loads and loads of money, but I'm not really necessarily sure what I want to be doing with it. Does this stack? Additional pumps do not increase the pressure in the source chamber. Okay, so they do not stack, which is fine. That's absolutely fine to note. Just happy to note that that's the case. Okay. That's almost out. Completely fine. And I don't have any way to deal with any additional resources that I've got at the moment. I'll grab that in there. More bits. And we'll continue to drag. Okay, 200 meters deep. That feels like a milestone. Doesn't necessarily look like the game thinks it's a milestone, but that's completely fine. We're alright with that. I mean, is this just a perfect sort of setup long term? Maybe more industrial destabilizers would be good. Alternatively, maybe we just get some additional channel coolers. Additional channel coolers might be nice. Yeah, I really don't have any additional buildings, do I? Okay. Ooh, look at that. It's a purple cube. Deep purple. What is this called? Quanitite? Right, okay. That's interesting. I don't know if we hit anything particular with regards to that. Ooh, an entropy resonator. Periodically crushes resources if placed next to a cube. Ah, okay, right. So we've got that. That's going to allow us to get... That's going to allow us to start the process of automating the crushing. Surely. We need to be able to nab... There we go. Oh, fantastic. There we go. Get that in there. Good. Good, 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 good. We like that. We like that a lot. That is nice. That is very, very nice. Destroy a machine, returning 50% of the resources used to construct it. Honestly, that's kind of amazing. I'm okay with that. Let's get another one of those, because I would love to automate this process as much as I possibly can. That's good. Now, what about getting an additional industrial destabilizer so that we can make it easier for the two machines over here? Either way, this is looking and feeling very, very nice indeed. This is all automated. This is all automated, which is great. What is this? A charonite enrichment vat. Slowly reacts quainite with charonite to produce elmite. Okay, well, we can make that in, like, a few purple cubes. Which... I don't know the formula for success for these purple cubes. I don't know how to make that happen. What I do know, though, is that we're in a great place. Holy cow. We're in a great place with regards to pretty much all of our resources. Does this need to be built? I don't think this needs to be built anywhere particularly nearby, right? Let's build it over here, then. Maybe famous last words. I need 32 purples before we're going to be able to do that. Right. And do I want to get these upgraded? You know what? Sure. Let's get these upgraded if it's all possible. What is it? An industrial destabilizer? That's what we need. Alternatively, maybe we just, like, completely forego these proximity spaces. You know what? Sure, let's give this a try. I'd like to... We don't actually need to demolish that necessarily. We can leave it there as is. All that I was going to say is that I'd love to get the... I'd love to get a channel cooler right over here. If we do that, I'm kind of thinking that we are going to absolutely destroy, obviously, our capability to, like, produce crystals and produce stuff. But if I do this and then start the process of automating, we should be able to, like, magic these out of the ground, like, really, really quickly. Maybe this isn't necessarily the foolproof idea that I sort of had in mind, because I only have a limited amount of time to click. Yeah. This industrial situation is absolutely a-okay. Also, yeah, let's go and get that reacting right there. Looks like we're mining more purple crystals now than pretty much anything else. We're extracting them fast enough. The problem is the pressure cannot be increased, which is perhaps the biggest problem. I need to look at something new. Maybe another entropy resonator. Maybe another entropy resonator, and maybe even getting rid of both of these blocks. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I'm going to get 2 additional entropy resonators, and I'm going to ditch... I'm going to ditch this, and I'm going to ditch that, because I really don't think that they're that worth it. The entropy resonator, we are pretty close. We just need a few more yellow blocks in order to get an additional one of those. We get an additional one of those, and we'll get it down, like, right here, I think. That'll sort us right out. Right, that's still happening. There we go. Good. Magic some more into existence. Happy days. Yeah, these entropy resonators are good. We just need more stuff. We just need way more stuff. And we're also going to need to replenish that soon, which I'm not super enthusiastic about, but we're almost done with our enrichment. Well, that took a while. There we go. Okay. That was nice. That was really, really nice, in fact. Okay. Give me another entropy resonator right in here. There we go. Make sure that that is powered. That's excellent. Make sure this is powered. Make sure that's powered. Make sure that is powered too. Entropy resonator. That seems to me that we're able to do things at a really, really decent rate. Right. I need just a little bit of additional charonite here. The additional charonite is going to allow me to build yet another entropy resonator. We're going to build that this time over at this side. We're going to make sure that that is powered, and then I'm going to make sure that everything is working as intended. And then I think we can pursue some additional industrial ones. The charonite seems to be the only limiting factor for that. We'll get the opportunity to get a little bit more of the yellow stuff. And in fact, is it super expensive for another one of these? It's about 2,400. Yeah. The yellow stuff is a little endangered at the moment. But all things considered, we're fine. The purple stuff lasts forever on the entropy machines. I really just want to be doing either one thing. I want to be either holding down my mouse or clicking. And at the moment, I'm still having to go between both of the sort of processes, which is fine, you know, absolutely fine. But it'd be really nice to be able to do just one. Yeah. Does feel good, though. Does feel good. There we go. I'm helping. Right, let's get another one of these. Another one of those over there. Pump that full of new stuff. And then let's see if we can try and get See if we can try and get the... What did I say? The industrial destabilizer. Yeah, we're only going to be able to do so many additional buildings, like, around this existing setup. Like, we are very, very limited with space. And I know for a fact that we can do a whole bunch of upgrades to our setup. We're not just, you know, going to have one single extraction point. For now, obviously, we do. But that will change. Right. Industrial destabilizer. We need another 400 Charonites. And that'll get us across the line for one of them. These entropy things last forever. So that's really, really nice. Let's actually get more resources in there. It's good. I think we should have enough resources to power our industrial destabilizer when we get it. There we go. We'll get that in there. Make sure that that is all powered. Beautiful. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's not far off it. It's not far off it. Another entropy resonator. We could get another entropy resonator with just a little bit more Charonites. Okay, good. And we'll at least make sure that that is powered. Make sure that's powered at all times. Good. Keep on keeping on. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So as long as nothing runs out, we've got a foolproof money-making scheme, or indeed cube-making scheme. I don't even know if this necessarily classifies as money, but this feels really, really nice. We're able to bish, bash, bosh, get everything cleared up really, really nicely. Make sure that that's replenished. Yeah, those cube breaking processes, they last forever. Yeah, another Charonite vat. Don't think I need another Charonite vat. I'll keep that all sorted. That's good. Okay. We must be close to a new something happening. I feel like we've pretty much reached not necessarily the limits of what we can do around this one single area. There is a few more things that we can do. I mean, we can get an entropy chunking machine in the corner here. And indeed, we can get an industrial destabilizer. There we go. Make sure that's upgraded. Industrial destabilizer over here, which I'll do happily. And then we'll get 2 more entropy resonators. 2 more entropy resonators right in the corner here, I guess. Unless we want to get an additional... We could just get, like, regular destabilizers in the corner here. You know what? I kind of dig that. Let's do it. That might actually make, like, all the difference. It's kind of close to being zero potato inputs. It's not quite there yet, but it could very well be. It could very well be soon. With the addition of those pieces. Okay. Yeah, can't get an extra cooler. I mean, I could get an extra cooler, but that wouldn't really make much of a difference. I think it's just industrial destabilizers that we need more of. Or indeed, entropy machine things, but we'll do that in there. Nice. Get that there, that there. Brilliant. Okay. That does really only impact 1 cube, I realize, but... I think that's kind of the point, is that each and every sort of successive upgrade is less and less useful. That being said, everything feels very, very satisfying. Everything feels very, very good right now. Okay. Yeah, I really do want to be focused on just extracting, I think. But I'm just not quite there. Like, we're just not quite at the capability yet. Do I want to destroy anything? Change up the strategy? Honestly, no. I feel like it's all good. Although... maybe an entropy resonator is better. Maybe we should be doing... Maybe we should be doing more chunking rather than more sort of softening things up. Yeah, not entirely sure. Okay, we've got a new cube. We're at 469 meters deep. It's some form of red cube. Okay, blood of the land. I have no idea what that could possibly mean, but it has given us... Oh, look, we've got the opportunity to build an extracting channel now. Ooh, was that new? When did that happen? I don't know. But the point is, we've got a pump station. An auxiliary pump upgrade provides quadrupled pressure to a source channel. Wow, multiple stations do not increase the flow. So that's presumably going to be over here. I mean, that is hugely expensive. But I feel like we should do it. Let's absolutely make it happen. We need 4 cubes in order to do it. Sure. We're gonna have to do a little bit of manual mining first. That's okay. Here we go. Get you filled up. You filled up. You filled up. Excellent. We need 4 cubes. Just 4 cubes, which is fine. Okay. Excellent. That's our 4th cube. Let's get that punted in there. Also, let's see if we can try and get ourselves an additional extracting channel now. We'll put it down right over here. So it will basically operate in exactly the same way that the new extracting channel works. That is brilliant. Now, of course, there's no... Well, not many destabilizing upgrades around here. So this is all sort of manual stuff. But we can get ourselves some more goodies. I hope. Okay. Right. What else have we got? Ooh, Charonite Sump. Reclaims Quanite for liquefied Charon sediments in the pressure catalyst. What the heck does that mean? Material Streamer Tower. Channels resources via the stream. There can only be one. 32,000. A recycling tower. Allows machines recycling, which returns 90% of the resources. There can only be one. Okay. Quanite from liquefied Charonites. That's this stuff. In the presence of catalysts. Okay, I see. So this is like a... It's like the... It's like this. These things for this. Okay. That's fine. A beta pyline oxidizer. Contains beta pyline to produce charonite and trace amounts of other elements. Okay. Why would I want to get charonite, the basic sort of building block of this world? I'm not necessarily sure. Also, let's make sure that that is always powered. Lots and lots and lots of goodies. Recycling tower. I do like the idea of the recycling tower getting extra resources back. That being said, I don't feel like I particularly need to worry about that. Okay, all looking good. I'm worried about running out of the yellow stuff. I'm also now worried about running out of the purple stuff. Because I really need additional entropy resonators. It mostly just costs charonite, but that's it. Auxiliary pump, channel cooler, reverse pump, destabilizer. Yeah, I don't need anything. I don't need anything with the exception of that. Get 64,000 stones. That seems like quite a milestone, actually. Okay. The real question is, am I happy with this setup that I've got over at this side of the pump in contrast to what I'm about to build over here? Because I'm about to build an entropy resonator. I want to probably build it here, alternatively here. Probably better that I build it in the middle and then the industrial resonators at each side, or the industrial destabilizers at each side. I'll build that now. There we go. So at least we can start getting some of the benefit. Oh, I see. This is... Ah, interesting. So it looks like this borehole is actually only on 34 meters. So the borehole progress, of course, completely resets, which makes absolute perfect sense when you think about it for more than, you know, like a minute. Either way, that's looking really, really good. We'll get ourselves some additional entropy resonators at the other side. Oh, man, this is so satisfying. This is so satisfying. Yeah, and these need to be upgraded to industrial, obviously. What do I care about? Do I care about doing that before I get another entropy resonator? No, I think I want an additional entropy resonator first. Here we go. Make sure that that's all sorted. Get an entropy resonator. Get an entropy resonator right here. Yep. Make sure it's powered. Make sure that's powered. And then we'll get this upgraded to a industrial destabilizer. Yeah. Okay. Make sure that's filled. Make sure that's filled. Make sure that is filled too. Purple blocks. Yep, absolutely. Make sure that that one... Oh, that one hasn't been upgraded to an industrial destabilizer yet. Probably should be. We also need to be thinking about our next milestone, the next extracting channel. That does seem pretty important. Okay, good. So I've got four extractors, 4 entropy resonators over at this side. So I guess I can have slightly more destabilizers over here. Not like that particularly matters. But that's okay. They're just not industrial scale yet. But they will be. They will be very, very soon. The good news is that in terms of extraction, things are all looking very, very positive. We're actually getting through when we've got all of our stuff working here. It's actually extracting at a really, really decent rate. Okay. I don't want to demolish. Don't worry. I don't want to demolish anything. Industrial destabilizer. Yep, let's actually get that in place. Let's get it powered. Beautiful. That is really, really good. That is really, really good. And next thing that we're going to need is definitely an entropy resonator. That's 6,000. That's 6,000 cubes, which is no big deal at all. Should probably be helping with this stuff. This is the super easy stuff to break. So I guess this is what I should be really focusing my attentions on. Okay. I think we're holding strong for every resource. We've got more than enough of every single one. Maybe with the exception of purples, but we're about to reach the purple level on this side here, so I'm not too worried about that. And there's not actually too much stuff that requires purples right now. The pump station... we've already got a pump station, don't we? Yeah, we've already got the upgraded pump station. So that's completely fine. Okay. There's the whole sort of text going on down in the bottom right-hand corner here. That's okay. We're happy with that. I'm just happy to be here. Right. That needs to be replenished. That needs to be replenished. That needs to be replenished as well. That needs to be replenished. Yeah. Okay. Entropy resonator. Let's get it over here. Nice. And let's make sure that it's powered. And then this can be upgraded to, I guess, the industrial level. All looking good from my perspective. This definitely feels like a pretty efficient setup. Also, look at how much red is coming out of the ground now. It's actually, like, kind of worrying, you know? I don't know. It feels like there's quite a lot relative to the Charonites. Maybe we're going to be able to, like, completely get rid of a hole. And, oh, look. And by the way, it seems like yellow and blue stones are not infinite, so I really should invest some of those converters. Yeah, I should do that. I should do that. Yeah, these redstones, holy cow, we got a lot of these redstones here. Anything else that we can build? The recycling tower? Maybe. What the heck is the maximum depth? Like, we seem to be closing in on, like, almost total red. Man, this is a satisfying game. Man, this is satisfying. Right, let's get another industrial. Okay. Is it hot? Dig down 640 meters? Yes, apparently so. We're almost 100% red here. We're about to get to purple on this side, though, so that's kind of good. Because we will need the opportunity to get another hole. Okay. Do I want to do any conversions? I don't think I really want to do any conversions at this moment in time. Quite happy with the quantities that I've got coming in. I do need more yellows, but I'm getting them slowly but surely. And I'll be able to get even more yellows if I get a destabilizer over here, which I'll do. Power that up. Manually, though it may be. You know what? Give me an industrial destabilizer, but I'm actually going to put an industrial destabilizer in here instead. Makes more sense, rather than just, like, waste it on one. There we go. And maybe another industrial destabilizer up at the top here. There we go. Is everything powered? I think everything's powered. Everything looks powered to me. Apart from that. And now that. Excellent. Okay, red's still kind of freaking me out how numerous in quantity they're coming through in. What does this sump actually do? Burns beta-pyline to produce charonite and trace amounts of other elements. Hold on, that's exactly what we need. It costs nothing. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's absolutely do that. We need 8,100. Okay, 8,100 reds. Surely that is a little bit far away. Although, we got a hell of a lot of reds coming through right now. There we go. Make sure that's all powered. Okay, everything is powered. Everything is powered. Everything is working as it should be. Completely fine. Red is looking good. Make sure that's powered. Yeah, good. No real issues to speak of, to be honest. Just hit purple. Just hit purple on this other mine. That's great. I think that means that we're going to need to be saving up for our next, whatever it's called, next extracting channel. Yeah, 1024. We're at 700 meters deep on the first mine. We've almost got that 8,000 beta pyline stack that we need in order to do this process over here. So I'm really interested to see how that ends up working out. There we go. Make sure that's powered. It's a little bit of an uneven process, but I like the center setup. I really like that. I think that's good. I think it's worked out. I think we're ready to go. Let's see how this works. Seems like it's just going to take quite a long time. Oh, yeah, you need to be powered. You need 250. You need 250 cubes. Ah, that's quite a lot, actually. Let's put some stuff in the vats. Yeah, I really did not figure this would be a manual process, to be honest, because if it is, then that's slightly flawed. It needs to be automated. Basically, otherwise we're gonna have problems. Is it even better that I maybe look to do this side over here, because this side over here does bring in the occasional yellow cube, but we also need the purple cubes in order to power these vats. Yeah, I guess this seems to work not too badly. Again, not flawlessly, though. What did I need? 256. 256 cubes. Let's be real. That's just not going to happen until I get these vats done. But thankfully, they're not too far away. I really want to see what happens when we hit 1,000 meters. That's what's going to be really satisfying. All right. Any other infrastructure that I need to get right now? No, we just need that additional borehole. Whatever additional borehole I build will suck in comparison to the setup that I've got at the moment. Because effectively, we're able to get two really... You know, this sort of centralized infrastructure, we're able to get that duplicated across both my setups. Wow, we just got a load of charonite. That is a heck of a lot of charonite there. Wowzers, that's good. Okay, finally we can automate this process again. Happy days. Amazing. Beautiful. I was very worried for a moment there. Very, very worried. Yeah, we need way more. We need way more of this stuff. Can I get more? I can indeed. I'll build 2 more. And I'll juice them both up. Yeah, I guess we'll throw this in here too. And then we'll probably get that whenever that's ready. Anything else that I want to get? Channels, resources, via stream. The recycling tower. The recycling tower is only useful if I can admit that I've actually made a mistake and I've placed something in a suboptimal place. Maybe. Maybe it would be worth it. For now, I think it's fine. Goodness gracious me. Look at this. It's almost 100% donezo. Okay, make sure that's powered. Make sure this is all powered. Still need a few more... What are they? Industrial destabilizers. But for the most part, it's fine. There we go. Yeah, an industrial destabilizer up there would be good. Like up at the top. So that impacts them both. There we go. Yeah, industrial destabilizer up here would be fine. What do we need? 400 and something yellow cubes. We're actually pretty close to hitting that nail on the head. We're continuing to get through purple really, really nicely. Get industrial destabilizer. Maybe I care more about it over here, actually. I think I do. I think I do. Purely from the perspective that we're gonna need to get... We're gonna need to get additional extractive capability on our purples. Let's get 2 of those. I have no idea if that's gonna make much of a difference, but I hope it does. Something just went there. Don't know what it was. Make sure that's all replenished. 750 meters. We are 100% red now, by the way. Purples, we're almost to the point where we're going to be able to get that brand new setup. Yeah, I should be doing this. I should be doing all 4 of those at all times, pretty much. Make sure that's extracting. Make sure that's fully going. Okay. Make sure that's going. As long as we've got purples, we should be able to sustain pretty much everything. Pretty much everything that we have. Pretty much everything that we need to have. Gonna look to get another extracting channel. It should probably be in proximity to what we already have that's really, really good. So, like, over here. Like, that's pretty much the best place for it, right? Either it would be over there or over here. And then if I do this manually, we'd effectively be able to duplicate all of our existing mining. I think the way that it sort of works is that the mining just, like, happens in ticks. I don't think that it's particularly complicated. Let's get... God, it takes such a long time to do this. Let's get a auxiliary pump. Yeah, I need a reverse valve, then an auxiliary pump, and then a pump station. And we need, clearly, a lot of additional resources for that. There we go. And we'll get 2 channel coolers. 2 channel coolers there. That's a nice, even setup. That looks pretty good. We should have the knock-on impacts of the destabilizing going on. So this is all looking quite nice. Make sure that's all pumped up. Yep. Make sure that's pumped up. Very good. Very good. Very, very nice. Ah, oh, beautiful. Look at all this. Look at all this. This is amazing. And we're even onto the Yellowstone generation already over here, which is fantastic. Okay, what's our next extracting channel milestone? 2048. So that's a little ways away. Not quite sure if we're going to be able to hit that super soon. Okay. Oh, man, this is just great. This is just amazing. This is amazing. Oh, this is fantastic. I am actually going to have to... I'm going to have to call it here, ladies and gents. This is super, super fun. 64. There's clearly a lot of road here. I don't know how much road. You're just going to have to check it out for yourself if indeed you are interested. It should be available now at the time of this video going live. I love what I see. I absolutely love what I see. Wow. Holy cow. What a great little game. Factory builder, idler, all in one. It's very cool. Thank you ever so much for watching, folks. I'll catch you next time. Bye.